Solve the system of equations using any method. Now looking at these two equations, I'm going to use the linear combination method because if I multiply the first equation by -4, I would have -4y, +4y, that makes 0y. So -4 times every term in the first equation. So my new equation 1 will be -8x, and then -4y equals -20. Then I'm going to recopy equation 2, 3x plus 4y equals 10. And then I'm going to add -8x plus 3x is -5x, -4y plus 4y, that's 0y, and then equals -20 plus 10, which is -10. So to solve, I'm going to divide by -5, and I'm going to get x equals +2. I'm going to take this 2 and substitute back into the first equation to solve for y. So it's going to be 2x plus y equals 5. That's the equation 1. And then substitute in the 2 for x. 2 times 2 plus y equals 5. So 4 plus y equals 5. Subtract 4. Y equals 1. So 2 comma 1, that should be my coordinate solution. I'll just double check real quick. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5, so it works in the first equation. 3 times 2 is 6, 4 times 1 is 4, 6 plus 4 is 10, so it works in the second equation. There's your solution to the system. So now I'm going to verify the solution by graphing. We have 2x plus y equals 5. And so for the x-intercept, I'm going to ignore the y. We get 2x equals 5, divide by 2. We have x equals 5/2. And then we have y equals 5 for the y-intercept. So x equals 5/2, that's 2.5. Y equals 5 is right here. Okay, second equation, 3x equals 10 for the x-intercept. Divide by 3. So x equals 10/3. For the y-intercept, 4y equals 10, divide by 4. So y equals 10/4. Reduce that by 2, you get 5/2. Okay, now 10/3 for the x. Let's look at that one. That's the same thing as 3 1/3. And I'm going to estimate that to be 3.3. So right there. And then the y, 5/2, that's 2.5. Put that right there. And then we see our intersection point. It's right here. Right here. That looks like the point 2,1. And that's what we found using algebra. So we can be very confident that's the correct answer.